What's up, just if you're Jip in the house. What I would like to see from the doctor's report is how the kind of injury that Wilson suffered and how it was. I mean, if you got pictures, because I'm thinking that the door came back and hit him. That's what I'm really thinking. And if the door hit him, because they said he had a fractured eye socket or something like that, and if he got a bone broken, then I'm thinking that maybe it was the door that did that, and when the door hit him, maybe Brown just went into this daze where he just, like, it was a mental illness, and then he did what he did. Because if they're saying, like, because what's messed up though about the whole thing is that the police are going to always stand up for their own people, and then the other people are going to stand up for their own people. And it's a matter of, how can I say it? It's going to be political, because there was absolutely no reason why that kid should have ended up the way he did. Even if the police did get hit, he shouldn't have ended up that way, especially when the guy got his hands up in the air, and he's saying he doesn't have a gun. And let's say Wilson didn't hit him, then why? Because he was in a daze and blah, 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 blah. But I would love to see a real doctor's report on what happened, because if he got hit with the door and then they're not taking pictures, or they did, or they trying to cover it up, to where the injury is gone. Because if it was by the door, you'll be able to tell, because a fist and the door hitting you, how the impact of the door would hit, because they, mathematics and all that stuff, physics, with how the door hit you, with how the scars are and things like that. It would be really interesting, because the kid who was with him said that he grabbed his neck and blah blah this and that, and it's really sad. The whole situation is really sad. I'm going to say to you adults that are there that what's going on in your neighborhoods is really bad, and it's your fault. It really is. I mean, you can't. You're grown men, and you got your kids running around, and you can't control them. So then you call the white man to do it. Then the white man he had to put his problems aside with his kids, go get your kids, and they don't really want to deal with them. And so they take your kids, lock them up in jail, and they're making these rules, and then when your kids get hurt or whatever, then you get upset. But the real fault is you. You grown men and you grown women who are living in these neighborhoods, okay? Because there should not be drugs in your neighborhoods. There should not be crime in your neighborhoods. There is no reason why them kids in your neighborhoods shouldn't be reading well, why they shouldn't be doing math and reading and starting their own businesses. There is no reason why you guys can't assign 2 or 3 kids from your blocks or your projects or whatever, send them to school and make them study and protect them. There is no reason why you guys can't get into politics yourselves. If Ferguson is majority black, why isn't the mayor in Ferguson black? It doesn't make no sense. You guys have to stop getting off of this color blindness and all this we are together crap, because what's going on is it's a money thing, and it's a ego trip thing. Racism is just a figment of someone's imagination. There is no such thing as racism. There's this video that I keep forgetting to put up. It's called How the Sun Sees You. And it's on YouTube. It's called How the Sun Sees You. It's the title. And it shows it get white people, they get white people and they show white people, Asian and black people under UV light and say this is how the sun sees you. And when you put it in there, you see the freckles, the blackness, the freckles, and the skin damage or whatever. They call it skin damage, but it's only skin damage to white people because they don't have the right I want to say what is it? They don't have the makeup to absorb the rays that's coming from the sun because they're like energy. Okay. Wow, that felt an earthquake. Okay. Anyway, their energy, and what they're doing is they're coming down and they're hitting these solar panels. Okay, like the black solar panels, and we are solar panels. People with dark skin are solar panels. So what happens when the sun comes into the solar panels to create energy, electricity, and stuff? When it comes down into us, it does the same thing. It does the same thing. Okay, we're just running around. We're some type of like living organism type of a battery. Okay, that has intellect. Okay, that's what we are. Really, that's what we are. Okay, white people don't have it. So when it comes down, it doesn't get absorbed, all that energy. Energy is hot. It burns. If it's not absorbed and used properly, it's burnt. So it comes down on them and it burns them. You guys have no idea. People with light skin get burnt like you take a match and you put on a piece of paper, it burns. For us, we might get hot. But my skin, like today I went to work and they told, oh, it's hot, my skin's all hot. I'm like, you hot? I'm like, no. How come you always say you're not hot? I said, because I'm not hot. But the whole thing is they don't go to school and they don't study about black people or the makeup of black people. And they don't know. So it's all right, we're here, touch my arm. They tell me, oh, you're cool. Why are you cool? And they said, well, touch my arm. I said, no. And they said, why? I said, no, you're hot. I've touched some friends, burning. It's like, whoa, it is hot. And now I understand. White people don't understand that about us, that we are cool. Okay, they're the ones that are hot because of their makeup. Okay, all this white racism stuff that came in and stuff. I made a video about it. Guys, you got to upload it. Pretty much, the video is this. You got a black man and black woman. They have a baby. The baby come out blind hair, blue eyes. White, blind hair, blue eyes. It's possible black people can have white kids. Period. It's all on the internet. You go to it. Got a friend. One eye blue guy. One eye is blue. The other one is brown skin like mine. Okay. Then this kid goes out and he's playing. He's 2, 3, 4 years old playing. Come in all sunburned. So the mother and the father say, okay, well, we're going to have to stop this because he's in pain. And he's hurting. But all the other kids are black. So, and it's a true story because I got a friend now. He's a native Indian. And he's white. And he go around white people and they think he white, But, somebody found a picture and everybody in the picture is black except for him. So, the parents say, okay, well, you can't go out until after 2 or 3. And so the parents are like, well, the kid like crying after he's 4 or 5. Why? The parents are not going to go up to this kid and say, oh, because your skin is deficient. You don't have the right makeup to absorb the heat, absorb the energy from the sun properly without it burning your skin first. And if your skin get burnt, you are going to get sick. So you have to wear UV, suntan lotion and stuff to go outside. But then you got to constantly put it on, and they're still going to get burnt eventually. So they say just stay in the house till after 2 or 3, then you can go outside, And sorry, you're just going to have this pain and this problem for the rest of your life because somehow something happened to your DNA. And we're sorry, And so the kid, he's crying and stuff. But, and that's what's going to happen. But the parents are not going to say that. What they're going to say is they're going to say, oh, babe, you can go outside, but you got special skin. People are going to take this word special as think it is better. It's not better. Special is something that's restricted. The normal is normal is the original. When you start making things special, you take things from it and you restrict it. And that's what special really means. Okay? And so this kid's gonna think the special means up on a higher pedestal. It's not. This is normal. And as you make things special, you decrease it. And it decreases, actually. You guys, the earth, they got Europe up here, Africa down here. Actually, it's reversed. Europe is at the bottom of the earth. Africa's near the top. Okay? Africa is huge. Huge. The maps that we have now, they're disproportionate and they're wrong. They made them for like navigational purpose and they just left them. Everyone that I showed the map to or was able to look at it, when they saw it, it totally changed their thinking. They're like, oh, because it'll put them on top and Europe on the bottom. It's a social psychological thing that's going on. Go check it out. It's real. Okay? So the parent's going to say, well, baby, you're special. You're this. You're that. And so while you're in the house, just study this so the kid gets used to studying. Because if you take your kids and you make them stay in the house, they're going to get used to studying. They don't want to do math when you drive in the car. Okay, let's play a game. Let's add by twos. 2, next person 4, 5, 6, all the way up to the 100. Okay, you do threes. You do 3s to 91. You say, okay, well, what's left over? Oh, 1 is left over. Okay, make a fraction out of it. Oh, they don't know how. Just say to put the 9 on the bottom and the lower number on top. 1/9. And that's it. You'll teach them a lot doing that. I do that with my kids. That kid's going to grow up and thinking he's special. Brother's going to come in. Why are you coming out? Why are you outside playing with us? The parents are not going to tell the kid. The kid's going to sit there, other siblings. The kid's going to say, well, because I'm special, my skin is special. Mom said I need to protect it, and blah, blah, blah. And so while they're outside playing, and he's inside studying because he has nothing to do, and the parents don't want them watching TV, he's in the house studying. He's learning more. He's learning more. And eventually he's going to get to the point where he's going to start meeting other people like him. And then they're going to start bunching together because his brothers might start getting into fights because of the different colors. You can't come outside because your skin is light and blah, 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 blah. It's going to cause this friction. They get together. They mingle in together because they got the knowledge. Blah, blah, this, blah, blah, blah. And then they understand that somewhere, somehow, one of them figured out how to control everyone else. And you do it through their emotions and their imaginations. They call it free will. Free will is nothing more than your imagination. That's it. What makes imagination, your free will, so real is because of the hormones in your body. When the hormones are released to your body, they have a special job. And whatever you're thinking, it doesn't matter. It's going to continue to do that. So sometimes when you get adrenaline rushing, the endorphin is going to flow. It's going to make you feel good, whatever you attach that feeling that you have to that image, you're going to make that image real. And because it's happening, because your hormones are flowing, you're going to think it's actual, but that's wrong. I made a video the other day. Equations, imaginations. Equations have products or products. And imaginations has a product. It's that image, but there's no equation to make the image. So it's made up. And that's what white racism is. Okay? If white people run around here thinking they better, how are they better? Now, when they went through I'm going back to the camera thing because I want to finish this. They went through there and they had people showing, and these people got in and saw how dark they were and stuff like that, dark spots and stuff. Then they showed a person with UV glasses on. They're clear. Under UV light, they were black. Then they put the sun lotion on. Everybody's putting the sun lotion on. You can tell how they're doing it all the time. And they look in it, and the suntan UV blocking suntan lotion is black. So when they put on suntan lotion on their face, they doing blackface, people. When you go on the beach, blackface. When they go buy something, it's blackface. It's black. On the UV light, it's black. And a lot of white people look at it, they're like, oh my God, blah. And some people look and they look at themselves, and guess what? They liked it. You can see they like their skin black because it actually makes them look better. Check it out, okay?